So when we look at the triad of success, if you drew up a pyramid, draw a pyramid on your sheet of paper, draw up a pyramid. Everybody knows what a pyramid looks like what the Egyptians built. That's a pyramid. So if everybody draws up a pyramid, and at the very bottom of the pyramid, right down the bottom, I want you to write physiology. Don't ask me how to spell it, just write it. Write it however you want to spell it. I know, Mark, you're funny, huh?
7 years later, bro.
Physiology. Your physical body, your physiology, how you move your body changes the way you feel. The way you move your body is just the habit of the past. So if we wake up in the morning via default, and we've spoken about this before, we roll over, we hit the snooze button, that's your morning routine. That's your physiology. You're setting up your day to be like that. So if you're not happy with your current physiology, with the way you're moving your body, with the way you're exercising, the way you like grab things, you know, if you're on the phone, you're standing up, walking around, talking. If you're not happy with that, you need to start to break your old habits. You just need to start to change. So it's not like click a finger, I'm going to change. But it's make a decision that you're going to change, and then you started the process. Because when we understand that everything in our life is just based upon old habits, we need to create a new habit, create a new story. You know, for some of us, we've been overweight and we wanted to lose some weight. We started to cut out the sugars. We started to cut out the cokes. We started to go for walks. We started hanging around different people. We started the process of learning new habits that enabled us to move forward. Is that making sense? So write this in your notes. Motion equals emotion. Motion equals emotion. So powerful. So when you're having a shit moment, I'm going to say that again. When you're having a shit moment, not a shit day, not a shit week, not a shit year. You know, people go, oh, I've just had the worst day. I'm like, what happened? Well, this morning when I was driving to work, a car put out in front of me and I hit him. So you had a bad day all day because you had a car accident in the morning. Everybody's fine. Everything's good. It's a moment in time. It's a moment in time. So what we're going to focus on is what we feel. So key point number 2 of the triad. So this side of the pyramid, your left side of the pyramid going up. Number 2 is focus. What you focus on, you feel. What you focus comes about. So if you have an imagination of what the future is going to look like, and you can see it, it may not be real, but you can see it in your mind. That focus will pull you towards what that vision of the future looks like for you. That focus is what's going to help you go from where you are right now to where you need to be. Attention and focus. Because what generally happens is this. We need to get certain things done in our business, right? So we've signed up our Herbalife member ID. I'm going to talk about this business. We signed it up. Congratulations. First step done. Second step, we say, all right, we're going to go out. We're going to start to do some online training. We do the online training. Third step, start to execute. All of a sudden, our mate calls us up. He says, hey, what are you doing? Oh, nothing, man. I've just started this little side hustle. I'm just doing some work. I've got to do a couple of hours of online training and I've got to start to execute. Hey, man, don't worry about it. Do you want to come to the pub? Boom, out the door, going to the pub. Hey, do you want to go to the cafe? Hey, do you want to go training? Hey, do you want to do this? And everything else in your life comes way more important than building your future.
Mm-hmm.
And all I'm going to say to you, taking this example, is focus, follow one course until successful. Because what's going to happen? You pick yourself up and you take yourself to the next thing. So if you don't finish what you started, you take yourself with you and you're just going to start the next thing, go through the same process on the next thing, be halfway through, quarter through, and just go look for the next shiny object. You've got to follow one course to successful. In this business team, in this business, I'm going to say it again, in this business, not in this job. It's a business. Speak to anybody in business. Business, you've got to learn the skills. You've got to be a warrior. You've got to be willing to work on your personal growth every single day. You've got to be willing to show up and think, right, how's my physiology every single day? I think about my father-in-law, who's 67 years old, been in business since he was 23. He does 20,000 steps a day. Semi-retired now. You might look at it and go, well, he's semi-retired. But his physiology, first thing in the morning, 4:30 up, crack of dawn, boom. Ready to rock and roll. So if success leaves clues, we've got to start to look at these people that have gone and walked the path before us. What do they do? So ask your mentor, how does he show up every single day? What does he do every single day? Ask that person that is your idol that you want to be like, what is it that they're doing? And if that's not the person, your ideal person that you want to be like, then find a mentor, somebody that can guide you and motivate you and inspire you to achieve your goals, dreams, and desires. Success leaves clues. So while we move down to the right-hand side of your pyramid, the third key area is our language. What we talk about comes about. So if we keep saying, well, that's just not me, or I don't know, I've never done that before. I can't. All of this stuff, you're automatically, write this in your notes. Your language puts a block onto creating a thought process in the mind. So your language puts a block on creating a thought process in your mind. So Mark said a word and he said, I can't. So if I said to Bolson, we're going to go out and get 10 new customers. And if Bolson says, well, I can't.
On the weekend,
automatically what's happened is that he's eliminated everything in the mind. Because the mind says, well, you're right, Bolson, you can't. It can't be done. It's as simple as that. So the philosophy, the language that we're telling ourselves, that's either going to inspire us or it's going to hold us back. So stand guard, not just of the language in our own mind, but of the language of people around us. Write this in your notes. We become the average of the 5 people we hang around the most. We become the average of the 5 people we hang around the most. Guys, that's powerful. Not powerful because I'm just saying it, but powerful because when you really think about it, if you're hanging around with motivated people, you're going to be motivated to do something. If you're hanging around with people that just want to go and drink and go to the pub and, go get coffee or go smoke shisha, and just relax, then that's what's going to come about. If you're hanging around people that go to the gym every single day, that are chasing goals, that's what's going to happen to you. So we've got the language, internal language, external language. Stand guard of your mind every single day. Because if you don't stand guard of your mind every single day, Jim Rohn says, the weeds are going to grow in it. And once the weeds start growing, we go into this mental state of a downward spiral. And some of us call it depression.
Life.
Some of us call it, and that does exist. Depression does exist. But all depression is, when it starts the seed, it's focus. It's language. It's physiology. I promise you guys. If you're feeling shit, jump up and down 10 times and tell me you're not feeling better. If you're feeling shit, jump up and down 10 times, stand in front of the mirror, chant, I'm good, 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 I'm good. Tell me you're not feeling better. If you're feeling shit, do those two things, put on your best music and dance around the house. And tell me you're not feeling better. These three things, guys, can change your life forever. They're tools that you can take, they're free. Have them. Have them. Physiology, focus, language. Physiology, focus, language. Start with one, master one, move to the second one. Once you've done the second one, go to the third one. Don't look at changing all three all at once. Because when we're in a bad place, we're in a bad place. Let's not run away from that. I'm not saying that depression doesn't exist. I'm not saying that being upset doesn't exist. That all exists. But stop telling me your problems. Start telling me what you're doing to help yourself grow out of that. Because the situation that you're in, you're in. So if we focus on what the situation is, then we can't get out of the situation. But if we start to focus on what we can control and start things, all right, what am I doing to get out of this financial situation? What am I doing to get out of this negative mindset? What am I doing to get out of this rut that I'm in? All of a sudden, that language, that question, your brain says, ooh, that blockage is open. Do you see, guys, how it starts to work? Simple to say, you've got the tools. It's not going to be easy just to implement. Step by step, you can do it. But if you keep telling yourself that you can't do it, you'll never do it.
Mm-hmm.
The triad of success: physiology, focus, language. Love it, guys.